Japan time, 9:41 p.m. JST. Just got back from the States. Immediately went on a trip to Atami, Shizuoka. Not sure if anyone's been there, but beautiful place. Highly recommend visiting. Shizuoka is wonderful. Much slower lifestyle than Tokyo. Beaches, nature. What's not to like? But the reason I'm checking in today is just to connect with the people. Since I went to the States, I feel like I have been able to get a better grasp of what really matters in life. I feel like I was giving myself to too many different places that weren't giving anything back. And perfect timing, I also came across this book called The Subtle Art of Not Giving Up by, I believe it's Mark Manson who wrote the book. And through a series of events, I have found myself being super focused on content creation, building my brand, making moves, linking and building. Since I've gotten back to Japan, you guys may have noticed in the outpouring of content, shorts, TikToks, Instagram Reels, videos, which is good, but also I can already sense that the people are sick of my rambling videos, so I plan to continue pumping out content, whether it's the same as the content that I've been doing or not, something new. But regardless, thanks for checking in. Thanks for watching. What up, y'all? What up, what up? What's good? What's good? What's up, Unc? AJ Garrett, what's good, my boy? Thank you, guys. Thanks for the compliments on the storytelling. You know what? I want to revise comments that I've made about storytelling in the past. It seems like I put out this vibe that the best way to tell stories is to just be authentic and just be yourself. Just be yourself. And a few different things have led me to believe that that's actually not the best advice recently. Because, I mean, if you think about it, a lot of people are really good at being authentic and actually lying. And some people also, if you say, hey, be yourself, actually aren't even really that interesting. So I kind of want to go back and revise my whole take on how to be a good storyteller, and I want to make a whole video about it, but I also realize that that's going to take a lot of effort and like making notes, like using my whiteboard here to like make notes on an actual video, which is not really what I want to do, but maybe that's what I need to do if I want to take my content creation to the next level instead of just being lazy. And try to keep up with the comments here, guys. Doing my best. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for checking in, just supporting, man. It's always just good to hear from the people. I stopped reading comments a couple months ago because I realized I was trying too hard to please the masses, and it really wasn't doing me any favors. But it is nice to get in touch with the people here and there, so thank y'all. When is your finance making its way to Osaka, brother? It's a great question, dude. When I get the money, I totally would. I have a pretty open schedule right now. I mean, I'm in school, but I'm not working like a part-time job or anything, so I have a pretty open schedule. I'd love to go to Osaka. I just don't have money, dude. Like, trying to make some money off this content creation shit and picking up side jobs here and there. But once I get the money, dude, yeah, I would love to visit Osaka, for sure. Very different than most foreigners in Japan. You can stand still and give us a great content, not needing to actually show Japan. Hey, Tokyo Ted, thank you. I'm assuming you live in Tokyo. Hey, shout out to you, brother. Thanks, I appreciate that. I have a recommendation for you. Make interview videos with random people and do vlogs in different places. Senpai, thank you so much for the content. I don't want the viewers and the subscribers to feel like I don't give a fuck about them, because, like, I really do. Obviously, I would be nothing without you guys viewing and supporting. However, I've got a lot of comments of people saying similar things before, and I'm sure those would make interesting videos, but also I do feel like the Japan content world is oversaturated with people interviewing people on the street. People showing, hey, this is Tokyo, this is Japan, like, look at me, look what I'm doing. And also, I just don't really, the main thing is I just don't really enjoy doing those videos. I thought I should do that. I thought I needed to do that a little bit because that's what everybody else is doing, and it seems like that's just the route you take. If you're going to make content in Japan about Japan, you start going out and interviewing people. Hey, this is Tokyo, let's run into subscribers in Kabukicho. I never actually really wanted to do that. I think I just did it because that seemed like that's what everybody else was doing. So I don't think I'm going to do that. But I'm not saying all my videos are going to be me sitting here in my apartment. I know it's not like much to look at, but I'm not necessarily just going to follow in the footsteps of other people that don't really see eye to eye with me and really aren't anything like me just because they also make content in Japan. And not all of my content's about Japan anyways. So anyways, long, stupid, annoying answer to get back to you. Thanks for the suggestion. Thanks for caring, though. I do appreciate your input, senpai. 今日本語を勉強しています。すごい。頑張ってください。皆さん日本語で話そうね。I always say like I'm gonna do a stream where I'm just speaking Japanese the whole time, but one, I don't know like how many people would understand me. I don't think Japanese people actually watch my shit, and two, my Japanese isn't perfect, so I don't know. I guess teachers have different views of this, but I feel like if I'm out here speaking imperfect Japanese and maybe people are taking that from me thinking, well, like this guy knows everything, and of course if you don't speak Japanese to a decent extent already, you're gonna hear me and maybe you're gonna think like, oh, this guy's Japanese is perfect, and then you're gonna pick up bad habits from me. So I am kind of worried about that, but I've been thinking a lot lately about putting out, I don't know if I should do a second channel or just put it on my channel already, putting out videos of me speaking in Japanese. I feel like I have at least enough confidence now to put some small videos about minor topics out of me speaking about these things that I care about in Japanese, or maybe at least just like a day in the life video. Maybe that would be easy because I'm not going in like super deep intricate topics when I'm just doing like the out the mud vlogs, like here I am at the gym. 今からジムに行って運動します。最初はベンチプレス。はい。5セット10回上げます。I don't know. Like, maybe something like that. Tell me if you guys are interested in seeing a Japanese out the mud vlog. But then at the same time, like the out the mud vlogs, I've also been feeling like, man, I don't know. I do enjoy doing them sometimes, but they take like 10 times as much editing and they get less views. It's just like, I don't know. Do I want to keep doing that every day? Or not every day, but every week like I was doing? Got pretty tiring. But I do enjoy also showing like my life a little bit. Maybe I'll turn it into like a really short TikTok thing where it's like a minute or two and it's just like, hey, here's me at the gym, here's me doing this. I don't know. Lots to think about, guys. I've been needing to take like a day just to sit at some cafe somewhere and just like plan out my life because I feel like my mindset is changing day by day since I came back to Japan from the States. A lot of things to think about. Oh, I'm congested. What's up, guys? Let's see. How long do you do cold showers every morning? Dude, that's the issue is, I mean, I don't know if it's just my apartment or what, but Japan is so hot right now, you can't even get a cold shower. So I don't really bother with it anymore. I mean, I put it on cold even just then. It's because hot in summer, the hot water is scalding hot. But yeah, the cold water is just like lukewarm. So it kind of feels nice after you've been outside or whatever. So I do those, but it's nothing that feels bad. Like it feels good to do the cold shower in summer here. So that sucks. Yeah, I do miss the cold showers. I don't miss the cold showers. I miss the effects and maybe the benefits, we'll say, of the cold showers. Just hire an editor from Indonesia or Philippines. It's not a bad idea, but here's the thing. Then I've got to like send them to them every day. Like, here's the videos, and I have to communicate with them and go back and forth. And I didn't want you to put this in, or I didn't like how this was. And it's just like a whole bunch of bullshit that I don't want to get into. What changed after you came back from the States? Couple things, bro. My grandma's really old, so that's one thing, and I've had that on the mind. If you saw my video, I put a video up like over a year ago where I was talking about how I just came back from the States. And I feel like I was having a lot of fun in Japan before that, but then I went back to the States and I realized how much everybody was aging, how things in America aren't the same as when they were when I was there originally. And then I just got back to Japan, and I was like, wow, I'm missing out on people's birthdays. I'm missing out on my grandma getting old. My grandma keeps asking me when I'm coming back home. And I feel like I was just kind of fucking around, like having a lot of fun in Japan. And then I just thought, like, for lack of a better term, lock in, bro. Lock in. And then I worked really, really hard for a couple months then some things happened and I got out of the routine. But now I can feel myself getting back into that state where I'm like, dude, I'm ready to lock the book in. It's a lot of that, just seeing family, spending time with family, realizing how much fun I had with everyone back in the States over the summer, and I'm giving that up to be out here in Japan. You know, I'm living a fulfilling life in Japan as well, but there definitely are sacrifices that I've been making. That, and I guess just realizing how many, I don't know necessarily what made me think of it, but realizing how many people I was making time for in my life, how many people I was giving energy to in my life that I actually didn't really care about. Not like in a bad way, like I wish anything bad upon them, but a lot of people, we got in like a routine of hanging out, or we got in a routine of going out and doing this or that. Things that I never really enjoyed so much. It was just kind of like maybe I felt bad for that person because this person was lonely, or these people don't have friends in Tokyo. If you're a foreigner in Japan, there's going to be like a lot of lonely foreigners. And I'm personally not very lonely out here. Like I don't need many people. I have my people and I'm not lonely. But there are a lot of foreigners that like you meet through language school or whatever, and they're really, really lonely. And it's like I'm not trying to blame it on them. It's partially my fault because I kind of like wanted to befriend them and I felt bad for them because they were lonely, they didn't have any friends, they didn't have direction here in Tokyo. And then I felt like, man, I need to hang out with these people because I feel bad for them. And then I kind of got in the habit of doing that a lot, and I really wasn't getting anything out of it. I just felt like I probably should be this person's friend, and sorry guys, but I can't do that anymore. I can't do it. I need to focus on myself. I also realized I was going to the gym like way too much. I was spending like 11 hours in the gym a week, which is like nuts. And I just don't love the gym. I'm not going to be like a professional fighter or anything. I was going to classes like 5, 6 times a week. And I don't know why I was even doing that. Like looking back, it sounds silly. I was like, I gotta be a badass. I gotta be able to kick anybody's ass and all this shit. And I'm still like not even good at all. Like I'm just a beginner anyways. But now I'm just looking at it like I want to stay in shape and I'll have fun and I'll learn how to like defend myself a little bit, but I don't need to. I'm not gonna be a UFC fighter. There's no reason to spend like fucking 11 hours in the gym every week. It's just not. It's not worth my time. There are other like I don't. I also realize like I don't have that much. I mean, I have enough money to survive out here. Like I'll be all right. You don't have to worry about me. But I'm realizing that I have like a year or so left, maybe in Japan, and there's a lot of stuff that I want to do that I can't do. Like I want to travel to Osaka, like this gentleman here just said. I think it was AJ. I want to travel all around Japan. I want to travel to visiting countries. I want to have fun out here. And every time I think about that, I'm not able to do that because I don't have like extra money. And I'm just realizing like, man, like it would be really nice to have some extra money. And I have a girlfriend now as well, and she wants to do all this shit, and I want to do this stuff with her as well. And now it's not just about me. It's not just about like what I want to do. Like I'm kind of okay just like chilling every day in my apartment or whatever, but then like when you have other people relying on you as well, it's like shit. Okay, I should probably take things a little bit more seriously. All right, sorry for the long rant, guys. Let's see. What martial arts did you learn there? I didn't like learn anything necessarily in Japan. I started doing MMA in America. Just did that for a little bit. Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, a little bit of wrestling. And then I kind of kept up with it when I got to Japan. I found a MMA gym here. Mostly just do kickboxing and occasional boxing, occasional MMA, but yeah, kickboxing. Very, very, very low level, just as a hobby. Like I'm not a badass or anything. When is the Korea arc? I don't know, man. I would love to go to Korea, but I don't know anything about Korea. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing has drawn me to Korea yet. I mean, I would love to go anywhere. If you asked me if I want to travel, I would go to like, I would go anywhere. I would go anywhere that's different. I would go to Russia. I would go to Africa. I would go to Indonesia, wherever. I just don't have the money right now. If I did, I would love to. Having a girlfriend is for sure a money sinkhole. Yeah, I mean, I get where you're coming from, but I don't necessarily see it like that. I see it not a sinkhole, more an investment. If you have a good, virtuous woman in your life, you want to take care of her and you want her to stay with you. and she wants you for your lifestyle and your resources. So I wouldn't say that it's a sinkhole, but like I said, more of an investment. You get this good, virtuous, let's say, we'll call it high quality woman in your life, and you want her to have your babies and be the mother of your children. You need to invest into her. So yeah, but yeah, no, you're on the right path there. It is expensive for sure, but it's not just like it's not like something that I really don't want to do. Like, oh, she wants to do all these things and I don't want to do them, but like I have to pay for them. It's like things that I want to do too. Like, now it's true. Like I would like to do this, but I just don't have the money. But I need to make it work out. Maybe I'll have to get a part-time job here in Japan again. I really don't want to, because the Japanese work culture is, as far as I can tell from what I've experienced, it is what they thought they what is it? It is, the Bears are who we thought they were. The Japanese work culture is what we thought it was. It's tough. It's tough. So I don't really look forward to working another part-time job here. So that's why I've like in my I keep like posting my links to my email and shit like that for people. Like random people are giving me odd jobs. Like this guy wants me to like help him with some construction thing or whatever. And he's gonna pay me in cash, I think. And a couple other people are like interested, like they need help deciding on language schools and stuff like that. So people are sending me emails and stuff like that. So that's nice. Thanks, guys. Tell me everything will be okay. Is that a song or something? Bystander. Everything's gonna be okay, dog. I don't know what you're going through, but yeah, I'll tell you that, sure. Do you only speak Japanese with your girlfriends? I speak whatever I want to speak. I speak womanese. Full-time YouTube? Well, I mean, hours, time-wise, yes. This last week, like I've put 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, even hours a day into. I set up like I don't know, setting things up on my email, responding to messages, setting up Skype calls with people, setting up Discord calls with people, making content, editing content, making TikToks, whatever. Yeah, full-time time-wise, but the money isn't coming yet. We'll see, though. I mean, we'll see. It's just the first week of me, like, since I've been back here getting after it. You should be an actor, bro. Thank you. I'd like to think that I could be an actor. I've done some acting. Did some voice acting. There's a thing called you guys check it out. It's called Digimon Hackers. I think it's Digimon Seekers. Digimon Seekers. I did some voice acting for that. You guys can search it. It's on YouTube. Some of the trailers are, at least. Digimon Seekers. I did voice acting for that. Then I did real acting for this movie. It's coming out on Christmas in the States. Keep your eyes out. I don't know if I can say the title yet, but it's coming out on Christmas. Just a little part. Just a little part. And then through that, I got an audition for another acting gig, and I just got that job, but anyways, yeah. OnlyFans when? Dude, this guy, I think he was Italian. This guy, when the ASMR barber video went viral, and that was like all over everywhere, I got so many strange messages from like people that I don't even know who these people are on Instagram. And this one guy, I think he was Italian, sent me this crazy message. Let's see. Should I read it? Let's read it right now. I think I can actually I don't know how I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna look for it though. It's in my Instagram messages somewhere, unless he deleted it. But this dude sent me a crazy message. What was his name? Ricardo or something like that? Is Ricardo even an Italian name? Nope. Can you search like keywords in your messages if you search on your PC for Instagram? Cash. No, I think he deleted his messages. No! Hold on, let's search one more time. Huh? Huh? Oh, I found it. Alright, so this dude, you guys want me to read you this? Alright, I'm going to read it word for word right now. When the ASMR barber video went viral, I get this message on Instagram. I'm not gonna say his name or anything, but I get this message on Instagram. Hello, sir. Interested in having sorry, I'm drunk. I'm not actually drunk. Hello, sir. Interested in having a slave/cash slave? I would be happy to serve, sir. I'm thinking, that sounds badass. I'm not rich. I don't have the most subscribers in the world. But if I could have a slave, if I could have a slave, if I could have a cash slave, that's pretty badass. I mean, I don't know a single guy around me, as far as I can tell, that has a cash slave. But that's sick. So I'm thinking, hell yeah, I want a cash slave. Then he messages me again. Please check your DM. Obviously, I didn't respond the first time because, I don't know, thought it was some type of scam or something. I'm like, man, maybe this dude's speaking business. He says, please check your DM. All I say is, hello. I'm reading it message for message right now. Hello. Then he goes, hey, thank you. Smiley face. And then he goes, might be interested? Nice to meet you. I'm not going to say his name. Just found out, he says. Okay, maybe English isn't his first language. That's right. He was Italian or something. Just found out that barber vid of yours on X. Fallen in love. You're absolutely a god. Y'all hear that? I'm a god. I'm a god. Haha. I'm 35 from Rome, Italy. Easy guy. What does easy mean? He just says easy guy. Is he telling me like, hey, easy guy, like chill out? I don't think so. Is he saying like I'm relaxed, I'm chill? Or is he saying I'm easy, like, this is how easy it is, bro. I'll be your cash slave. Here is my hole. Anyways, I go, great, nice to meet you. Hope you're well. This is, I mean, now I'm realizing in the moment, this is kind of embarrassing that I even responded to this. But, I mean, I'm wondering how much money are we talking? He goes, pleasure is mine. Sorry for answering late. It's because it was night for me in Italy. Oh, I just gave away his country. Whatever, I said he was Italian, right? I guess the only time it's hard to chat is from your 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. until your 2 p.m. Japan time. So, during all your morning till lunch and over, I'm actually sleeping, sorry. And then there's a message that says, like, message redacted. Wonder what that is. Who thinks it's a picture of his Chile? Anyways, he goes, I'm 35, not rich or anything, but I have a regular monthly paycheck in a few months, hopefully. So is he out of work right now? Like, what are we talking about? Then he goes, I'm masculine and gay. I've always been a slave to men, in parentheses, mainly worshiping their feet and all the rest, spoiling them in the best way I could, etc. End parentheses. My ex-boyfriend included. This is just to give you an idea of who I am. Love to serve men who I respect. Thumbs up. No matter if they're straight or bi or gay. And then he goes on. This dude's writing a book in my DMs. Doesn't even know me. Talking about being my slave. So I love narcissistic, egomaniac, self-centered men. Come on, man. That's not how I am. But in a toxic way, of course. All consensual. Who like to be worshipped like gods on earth and get spoiled. Okay, you're starting to speak my language. I'm getting a little excited here. Then he goes, I'll be using my parents' money too. What? You're 35 and you're getting money from your parents? Or like, did they pass away and put money in their will? Or like, what's going on? They can give me money if I need some. Okay. So, my fantasy is to get softly financially exploited as an inferior Italian family by a superior, white and American in this case, prince like you, sir. And my favorite part of this whole message, he capitalizes prince and then he capitalizes you, sir. I need to tell my girlfriend to start doing that. When she talks to me, you say you capitalize that shit. Then he goes, I love racial, love the white thing. I can send you the same amount of average daily paycheck for every single video, like 8 minutes of you kicked back, relaxing, feet up, rested, like slowly toe wiggling and stuff. Just getting paid to relax. Now we're getting freaky. Even a few vids like that every month of you, like, I don't know. Now he's just going. He's just like, man, like, yeah, I mean, whatever. Like, he's willing to bargain or something. Plus paying as a family for new shoes you like. Maybe you want some specific pairs for this summer. Plus barber and or pedicure or massage/spa. Sounds pretty nice. Would give me a sense of fulfillment to serve such a beautiful angel like you, sir. Once again, capitalized. You, sir. Of course, if you're not interested, your is capitalized, you is capitalized. Thank you so much anyways for the attention, and I wish you absolutely the best. You deserve the best life ever. Heart emoji, peace sign emoji, hands clapping emoji, something. And then I don't respond because, I mean, although it's funny to talk about and some type of spectacle, I guess, I'm not actually going to do that. Like, I wouldn't be able to tell anyone anything ever again about, like, stick to your morals or whatever. Don't be bribed by stupid things if I was sending out videos of my feet to some gay guy in Italy for cash. I don't respond. Like, a week later, he says, no interest at all, sir? Easy money. Hard eyes emoji. Yeah, I never responded. Thought that was funny, though. I don't know how I got on this topic, but I guess you're welcome for the story. Who got you on this skincare routine, bro? You look majestic right now. I gotta know. I don't have any skincare routine, bro. Legitimately, no skincare routine at all. I don't know. Should I be doing something? I guess I'm just blessed, dog. I wash my face with I guess like shampoo. Like the shampoo, like I go in the shower and I shampoo my hair, and I just like continue to like wash my face with it. That's it. I'm sure that's not what I should be doing, but that's what I do. Freaky, dude. That's right. What up, Adrian? Have I been to Hokkaido? Yes, I have. I have. What Digimon did you do did you do the work again? It was called Digimon Seekers. You can look it up. It's on somewhere on YouTube. There are trailers for it. Digimon Seekers. You can hear my voice. I'm sure you guys can recognize it if you hear it. Connect with Ye in Japan. We Chicagoans have to stay together. Is Ye in Japan? Tell him to hit me up. Tell him to come through. Hit my line, Ye. What up? Wow, man, you are on some blessed. I would have sent them for free. Hey, you crazy for that? Not me. Not me. I'm a man of morals. I'm a man of character. You look great. The only problem is the Habsburg jaw. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming that's like my long ass jaw like this. Are you still modeling? I mean, I am. I'm employed more or less with an agency. I actually went there to take more pictures today. That's why I'm kind of dressed up a little bit to take fresh pictures. But I haven't. Yeah, things have been slow. I mean, I've been in the States. I haven't gotten any gigs recently. So, but yeah, they sent me a lot of offers. I applied to some today, of course. Yo. Can you learn Japanese without knowing kanjis if you just want to speak conversational Japanese? I mean, you can. It would be really difficult. Once you start to realize, like, any Japanese conversation deeper than, hello, how are you today? How nice, or the weather's nice. What food do you like to eat? Any conversation deeper than that requires knowledge of kanji. Not because you're obviously, like, you're not writing anything out, but there's this thing called jukugo, which is like multiple words together, and kanji have many different meaning, or many different readings, many different sounds associated with them. So if someone says genkyu to you, it's just an example of something that we talked about at work. That is two, like, multiple words mashed together, gen and q, genkyu. I'll put it in the chat here. that's something that someone will say that's not very basic Japanese, and it means gen is like herasu, heru, which is like decrease, and Q is like short for like kyuryo or like your wages, genkyu, and then you just put them together into one word, genkyu suru, for your wages to go down. And in Japanese, they're not always saying the full thing. Like, they love to shorten things, so they use a lot of this jukugo, which is just like multiple words mashed together into one word. But it's even more difficult than that because, like, in English we do that sometimes, or like I don't know, give me an example. Fire truck. I don't know. It's probably not a good example, but like one word that's multiple words together. But in Japanese, when they put this two words together, they like shorten them, and they have different sounds than the original word, so it's even more confusing. I'm sure somebody who's much smarter than me and better at Japanese can explain it better for you, but yeah, you should learn kanji if you plan to have any type of conversation outside of just like the absolute most basic, because when someone says a word to you, like I said, like gang Q, and if you don't know what it is off the top of your head, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? But then you can think in your head, okay, what kanji do I know? Based on the context of this conversation, what kanji do I know that have the sound gen somewhere in their own yomi? And then what kanji do I know that have Q somewhere in there? And then they're talking about this dude who got in trouble at work, and they're like, maybe they're talking about lowering this guy's wages because he got in trouble at work. Anyways, kind of, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm sure I just confused you way more. But hopefully for the people who speak like a little bit of Japanese here, they kind of understand where I'm coming from. Sup is a good one. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, sure. Like shortening words, I guess. Yeah, maybe that's a good example. I don't know. We gonna do something on the weekend, bro? Any plans? What up, No Tilt? No, I don't have any plans. I wouldn't be mad at hanging out. Like, you guys want to get into something? Yeah, it might be nice to see the boys. What up? How's your day going, James? My day's been good. Today I woke up and I immediately went to the modeling agency to take some new photos. Got some stuff done for my portfolio. Then I went on a long walk in downtown Tokyo, walked around, where was I? Yoyogi, watched some people play basketball for a little bit, went to a cafe and edited a bunch of videos, posted some TikToks, posted some shorts, posted some Instagram reels, came home, filmed a couple more videos here in my apartment, went shopping, edited those videos, uploaded those videos, ate dinner, and now I'm chilling, drinking water out of a glass bottle because fuck microplastics. Do you have JLPT certificate? I do. It's actually like right here somewhere in my bag. I'm not going to get it right now, but for the N2 I passed a year and a half ago, something like that. N2. Just want to thank you for the crazy village girl video. I laughed so hard. Yeah, what a different time that was. It's crazy because sometimes it feels like I just came to Japan for the first time. Like, I haven't been here that long. But then when I think about something like that happened right when I got to Japan. I'm like, wow, that was a different lifetime. That feels like so long ago. I'm such a different person now. I would never do that. No, that was a mess. Fuck that girl. I guess I have a few like other dating stories that I could talk about. Tell me if you guys want to hear like more funny dating stories from the past. And by the way, I've got a video where I go into a little bit of like talking about where to meet people and meet girls in Tokyo. Dropping in a couple days, so I drop a gem in that one, by the way. There's a place that's like really based for meeting people in Tokyo if you speak Japanese, that I talk about in that video, but we'll see. Japan got basketball? Can they hoop? It's so hard to find courts here. There's only, as far as I know, there are only like 2 courts in like the main Tokyo area that are even worth playing on. Like, they have a couple courts, but they have like sand on them, like legitimate like gravel and sand. It's terrible. But there's a court at Okubo Koen, which is in like Kabukicho area, and those are like pretty nice. But the thing is, even though they're public courts and they're free, you have to like sign up on a whiteboard. You can't even like call and like make a reservation. Like, you have to go there in person. This is so Japanese, to play on the public like pickup basketball. Well, it's not pickup basketball necessarily, but it's the public basketball courts. You can't just go and play. You have to go there in person, write your name down on like a reservation sheet, and wait until it's like your hour to play. And as far as I know, like people can't join you, like they just have to like write their name down for their time slot and then show up at that time. And like I said, you can't call or anything, like you just have to show up in person. And if everything's already been booked for that day, like you're fucked, and like there's that's just it. But anyways, there's that place in Okubo Koen, which is Kabukicho Shinjuku area, and then there is Yoyogi Koen, where I went today, and they have 2 full courts that look to be pretty nice. The only issue is it's pretty far from where I am. It's like gonna be like 45 minutes to get there, so I've been thinking I want to go try to play out there at least a couple times, but it's gonna be such a pain getting out there. I already know. But the people look pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I was watching people play today, and I was like, wow, I'm impressed. Some decent talent out there, actually. It's what you would imagine. Like, the Japanese people aren't, like, super, super tall or anything, but seem to be very, very quick and pretty good shooters. Are you optimistic about the U.S.? I don't know. I mean, there's so many different facets to that question, and the U.S. and all the different directions that it's going. I think I am. I think people are kind of waking up and taking things seriously now a little bit, but I wouldn't say that I'm confident in that. But yeah, I guess so. Do you know any hiking trails in Japan? I mean, I'm sure there are countless. I can't say off the top of my head. I'm not really a hiking guy, but I would say definitely like outside of Tokyo, I'm pretty sure there are like plenty. Especially Shizuoka area, Kanagawa area, I would say so. Especially Shizuoka. I think I actually came across someone when I was out there, but yeah, I'm sure, dude. You still beat your shi, bro? Just asking to see your progress. I have been clean for 4 months. So I don't watch Corn. I don't watch Corn anymore, if that's what you're talking about. I did relapse. I'm not gonna lie, I relapsed, guys. It was a sad day. I relapsed a few months ago, but no, I've been clean though. I've been clean. And yeah, I mean, occasionally I goon. I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like that's relatively healthy to do it occasionally. Just a healthy once a week or so. Healthy spray out here and there. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that. What's your height? Like 181, 182 centimeters, maybe. Like, just under 6 feet. Not quite 6, maybe 6 feet with shoes on. Somebody says I'm Japanese and something. I'm Japanese and live in Nagoya. Let's hang out, bro. Satanaka. Let's do it, yo. Homono in the chat. Japanese, real life Japanese person in the chat. Welcome to the Gaijin Express. Sure, bro. If I go to Nagoya, let's hang out. Hit me up. I think you've changed your apartment. Nah, I'm comfortable where I am. No reason to change. I'm happy here. I don't mind it. Make sure the goon doesn't define you. No doubt, man. Agreed. You have gained aura nowadays. You look tough. Thanks, bro. It's probably me letting my hair grow out a little bit, and I think I've cut enough, guys. I was cutting for like a year, bro. Got skinny. I'm skinny enough. I'm starting to gain some weight now. Not like in a good way. I've been putting on a couple pounds, couple lbs of muscle, so gonna continue to bulk up a little bit here. Thanks for the support. Thanks for supporting. Yo, Young James, what Japanese YouTubers do you immerse with? For Japan, I always watch Kai Asakura Kai. He's a UFC fighter. He's very popular in Japan, and his channel is very interesting for anyone who's interested in athletics or just like kind of funny, goofy videos. I always watch his channels. His videos on his channel. I was just watching them while I was eating my dinner. He does subtitles in Japanese, so if you want to see Japanese subtitles, Kai Asakura, his channel is called Kai Channel. Kai Channel. That one, I watch Jeradon I talked about this in one of my videos, Jiradon. It's a Japanese comedy channel. I watch Rainbow Konto Channel. It's another rainbow something channel. It's a Japanese comedian channel. What else do I watch? Japanese YouTube channels. Mostly that. Those are the. Yeah. I think that's it. That's enough. Otherwise, I get most of my input from Netflix or whatever. I've been watching Ai no Sato, random movies. I just watched. What movie did I just watch? I don't remember. I just watched some movie recently though. I saw a short of you in a premium barbershop. So cool. That's my regular barbershop where I always go, guys. Real ones know. The only reason I ever even went to that barbershop was just because it's the closest barbershop to my apartment when I moved to Japan. I was like, one day I was like, man, I should get a haircut. And I did the classic foreigner thing, thinking about like, man, should I search online and find out like where I should go if I need a barber who speaks English? Should I go where all the foreigners go? I thought about it for a second, and then I was like, you know what? How long am I going to do that, though? I'm just going to keep avoiding it forever? I want to eventually become comfortable speaking Japanese to a barber here, so I'm just going to dive in. Sure, it's going to be uncomfortable. No matter how good my Japanese gets, it's going to be uncomfortable like the first time I go, probably, so let's just get it out of the way now. Went to this barber. It was right next to my apartment. That's really the only reason I went there. And they were super cool, super welcoming. We became friends, exchanged Instagrams, and we're homies. We're homies now. And that barber invited me to be in this video. So that's how I got in that video. How sticky is that pounding corner? This one behind me? It's not sticky anymore, bro. I didn't like freshly use it. It's crunchy though. It's a little crunchy. It was sticky last week. It's a little crunchy now. Dried up. Occasionally, if I'm doing like a long stream or editing for a long time, I get a little chip off. Give myself a little protein snack. Y'all heard of protein chips? More natural than the Quest protein chips, even better for you. What would you recommend to find a part-time job as a language school student? The best job, as far as I can tell, was the job that I had when I was in language school, which was I was working in an international school, meaning like an international preschool and elementary school. It's a foreign company. They teach in English, and they just teach like elementary school kids. I was working for the after-school program there. It was a great experience. Everyone was super cool. Teachers, bosses, kids were super cool. And I had a great experience. I loved doing that. And also the wages were higher than these Japanese part-time jobs. That's what I would recommend if that sounds like something that you might be interested in, if you don't mind working with kids. Otherwise, I mean, I don't know, man. Depends how good your language, your Japanese language is. Depends how much you know about Japanese work culture, how willing you are to immerse yourself in the culture. Do these lives get archived? Yes, they do if I allow them to be. And yeah, I plan on leaving this one up. So if you want to watch it later, go ahead. Thanks for tuning in, Al Ciel. You just have to go on like under the live tab on my channel or whatever. Click on my channel. There's gonna be like videos, shorts, lives, or whatever. Click on the live, and you should be able to see the previous ones as well. Is there a way to stay in Japan after finishing language school? Yeah, plenty of ways. You can get a job if you have a bachelor's degree. If you've graduated college and have a degree, you can get a job here. I mean, you can probably find a wife and get married and get a marriage visa. Don't recommend doing it, but you can do that. You can stay illegally if you want. I'm sure you can hide out somewhere. I don't know. Not my advice. I'm just saying you probably could. You should always cold approach. Don't know what this guy's talking about, but sure. Oh, gosh. Recently watched the Almost Got Molested by a Mexican. Bro, you are the best storyteller. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. What a time in my life. My friends always still say that, Hola, Jaimito, vamos al cuartito. Because I almost got raped by this Mexican dude. Yeah, that shit sucked, but it was a funny story to think about. I actually have a story video dropping this week. I don't remember what day, but I already uploaded it and scheduled it. Another goofy story from Japan. I have like so many stories that I never think about. Like I should never tell this story. As the like I think the most viral video on my channel was me talking about hooking up with this chick, and she was like, "No man, stop, stop." And I think that was like the most viral video, and that happened a year, like many months before I actually filmed the video. And then one day I was just walking home from the gym, and I just like remembered that happened, and I was like, that was kind of funny. I should talk about that in a video. And then I just did it, and it went super viral. Or I don't know, super viral, but it went like got a lot of views for my channel, relatively speaking. So I need to refresh my memory and think about all of the other strange experiences I've had in Japan, because I'm sure I have more that I can talk about. Just need to sit here and think. And then also, I need some money so I can get out and make more of these experiences. Go out on the town and get into some shit. I had like 500K views, I think. Something like, I mean, I don't think that many, but yeah, I think it had like over 200,000, so yeah, it was cool. Thank you guys. Thanks for always supporting the boy. US culture versus Japanese culture. Yes. Yeah, I know I said I was going to do that video. I do plan to do that. It's in my notes of like videos to do. More videos talking about contrasting Japan culture, US culture, which one is better, which one will win. Better, like things that I'm more comfortable with in the States, things that I'm more comfortable with in Japan. Been thinking about that a lot lately. Honestly, this is the first time since I've really lived here that I've come back to Japan, and usually I'm like, oh, thank God I'm back in Japan. This is sick. It's so nice to be here. But for whatever reason, this time, when I just came back like last week, I was thinking, I don't know if I'm like happy to be here necessarily. It's kind of just, I'm here to do a job. I'm here to finish up school, and that's going to be it. But I don't know, maybe I don't know. Maybe it's the jet lag getting to me. We'll say that. Where'd you get the fancy-ass water bottle? Thanks for noticing. This is from Daiso. Daiso is basically like a dollar store in Japan. I got this for 100 yen. 110 yen, actually. It's like 80-something cents, 90 cents. And the reason I have water in here is because no microplastics. I'm better than you. I'm going to live longer than you. My sperm destroys your sperm. My sperm shits all over your sperm. You like that? It's the truth. Get used to it, buddy. Japanese girls versus US girls. I like this guy. This is the Japanese guy from Nagoya. Japanese. I want to know what your opinion. I want to know like a Japanese guy's perspective on like Western girls versus Japanese girls. I think that would be a funny ass video. One of my buddies actually like told me some things like that, and then I asked him if he wanted to do a video, and he was like, no, I can't. He's like, I can't do a video like that. I don't really blame him. Not everyone is willing to be like such a dumbass in front of a camera for the entire world to see like I am. Probably like lose all of my employment chances in the future. But hey, I am, so leave it to me. You guys want me to say something stupid on camera? I'll do it. Fell in love in a Starbucks with a Japanese barista. I'm cool. I just said barista, like barista. I didn't just say barista. I'm cool. Cool, man. That's great. That's great. That's wonderful. Never dated Western girls. Dated? Have you smashed? Have you smashed a Western girl? My friend, I'm not gonna say any names, not gonna expose them, but you know, here I'll say what. I have this buddy, I have this Japanese friend, and he was telling me like since I met him that it was his dream to hook up with a Western girl, specifically like Russian. I think he was saying like a blonde, pale skin blonde girl, blue eyes, blonde blue eyes, just like me. Like if I was a girl, maybe I gave him the idea. And I remember one day, out of nowhere, I hadn't talked to him in a few months, he messaged me online. He was like, bro, check this out. And he sent me pictures of messages between him and some girl on Tinder he was like Google translating and speaking in English. He spoke a little bit of English, but like not really like enough. And he was speaking in basic English with this like Russian girl. And anyways, the messages were saying something about like, I'm gonna come over to your apartment tonight. Like, what time should I come? And he was like, yo, I'm about to get my first crack at the white clam, trying to see those white pearls if the white pearls are inside. And I was like, all right, man, well, do your best. Nux, give me nux. And then the next day he hit me up and he was terrible. It was terrible. I was like, what? Terrible? Like, what happened? What happened? And he didn't have like any really specific details. He just kept saying too strong. He was like, oh, she was too strong. And then like I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? And he just said like, she was kind of like trying to call the shots a little bit, and she was telling him what to do. And I mean, obviously that turned like, if a girl's being like bossy in bed, any level-headed, like not crazy dude, that kind of turns you off. But that's very different from Japan, where like not only do the girls just like, they go a step, there's like a, you guys know, like the girl who just lays there like a dead fish in bed. In Japan, it's even worse than that. They don't just lay there and like they do nothing. Like, they might do that, but even worse, like they act like they don't want you to do it. They're like, oh, stop it. Like, it's even worse than that. Like, an American girl may be like, if it's this girl like he was talking about, like might be like, yeah, like let's do this, and getting all excited about like you get on bottom, whatever. Trying to call the shots. Trying to be the manager. Trying to be the coach. Trying to be the head coach. And then another girl in the middle might just like do nothing. And then in Japan, they don't even do that. They act like they don't want you to do it, even they do want you to do it. It's this weird thing. And anyways, that seemed like it was like a bad experience for him. And then he told me, he's like, never again. Like, I'm never dipping my toes into the white pudding ever again. I was like, oh, well, to each their own. To each their own. How old are you by any chance? I was wondering if some of your social interactions, bad experiences with rejection, would be something so blah, blah, blah. I didn't see what you said, but I'm 29 years old. 29 likes. 29 years old. That's right. This dude, we got a gooner here. This guy says, you hook me up. Gotta know their aggressiveness before I die. All right, I'll hook you up, man. Let's come to the States. I got you. No, it's not that they don't want you to do it. They act like it's like this game that they play in Japan, where they act like they don't want you to do this. And then if you actually stop, they look at you like you're crazy. But yeah, it's terrible. I've talked about it before. I might do another video on it, but yeah. I'm missing a lot of comments, guys. Trying to keep up, but I simply can't see every single comment, read and respond to all of them with deep thoughts like I would prefer to. Sounds like the dude was lying, LOL. I don't think he was. I don't think he was. He had like enough detail to where I knew what that he wasn't bullshitting. And like, I mean, he sent me the screenshots, so. You look like 23. Thank you. I appreciate that. I do get that relatively often. Do more streams, bro. You are good. I plan to. I'm thinking about doing a karaoke stream, by the way. I don't know if anybody's interested in that, but some morning, it would have to be like a weekday morning Japan time, which would be a weekday night States time or something like that. I've been planning to do a karaoke stream because weekday morning at the karaoke places here in Japan is pretty cheap. I think I can get like 2 hours for like 1,000 yen, which is like $7 or something like that. I've been planning to go, and I haven't been singing lately. I used to sing a little bit, so that might be kind of fun. I'm not a great singer, but I do enjoy singing and show the people what the vibe is, Japanese karaoke. It would be fun to do it with my friends, but that's just the issue that you constantly run into here in Japan is like, you want to show your lifestyle, you want to show Japanese lifestyle, but people don't want to be on camera here. Like, in society, like out in public, people don't want to be on camera. That's another reason why I started filming more videos in my apartment. It's just like every single time I go out and I'm filming myself, I notice people like staring at me like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I see more and more things online about like, we don't want foreigners filming in public, like all these people being nuisances and bothering people. So I just like, I'm tired of feeling like I'm bothering people. So just saying, getting like, just filming in my apartment now. Occasionally I will go out somewhere still. Like I said, I have a video dropping in a couple days where maybe it's tomorrow. Maybe it's like in a couple hours here, where I'm out and talking and stuff like that. So they're not all going to be in my apartment. But yeah, I'm kind of tired of feeling like I'm bothering people out here. What do you do for work, bro? Nothing currently. I'm a student. I do very occasionally. I do like modeling, talent agency related stuff, voice acting, very, very occasionally. And then I do this, which I get some money from YouTube and other random side jobs. And secretly, I sell ass. I sell ass, if you're wondering. Yeah, there you've heard it first here. I sell booty hole. I sell raw, unadulterated, unfiltered. What does unadulterated mean? I don't know. Unfiltered booty hole. Bro, I just thought about you left getting smugged by the Yakuza guy. Yeah, that would be unfortunate. As far as I know, I don't think I've actually like witnessed. I mean, who knows? Who knows? Who's to say who is and who isn't Yakuza here? I don't know. I'm no expert on that, but I feel like I haven't like ran into any Yakuza actually in Tokyo. Maybe I haven't. I didn't know it. What can I say? He's telling you guys definitely paying the rent for James. Yeah. No, hand to God, guys. Hand to God. I have never sent a video of my feet or a picture of my feet, my booty hole, anything like that out to any strange Italian men. Never. Not once in my life. Don't plan to. But if times get a little bit harder, I wouldn't rule anything out. $20 is $20. How horrible is my life gonna be if my wife drags me to Japan with my minimal Japanese language skills? Probably pretty horrible. Why would you let your wife drag you to Japan? Guys, I know so many people where that happened in their life. Obviously, yes, some people have made that work before. Okay, sure. I know so many people. They met in the States, they met in England, they met in Germany. Foreign Western man, Japanese woman who was studying abroad, working abroad, met this man. He followed her back here. He doesn't have any Japanese language skills. He doesn't understand the culture. He cannot get a job at like pretty much any like regular office job. He has to like teach English or do something for really low wages. He gets stuck here. She resents him. She has to do everything. Like he can't even go to the bank by himself. He can't even go to the city hall by himself. It's terrible. As far as I can think, like every single guy I know who's in that situation out here is miserable. Do not do that. Do not let your wife drag you to Japan. Like, why do you even say that? Like, if I let my wife drag me to Japan, bro, tell her no, man. Tell her no. You gotta put your foot down, dog. Thanks for the entertainment while I sit here and wage slave late at night. Donation. Thank you, bro. Hey, thank you, Overland Rider. Hey, you must not be wage slaving if you can watch my streams at night. That's cool. Shout out to you, man. The gaijin in the alley. Yeah, that's true. That guy might have been Yakuza. I don't know what was going on there. This guy is like spamming my chat. How do I mute people? Here we go. Can I block this guy? Mute. Just as hide user on this. Maybe that's a. Anyways, this guy is spamming. Wow, look at that, bro. Like half the chat is suddenly muted. Hopefully you guys don't have to see that guy's messages anymore. Yeah, I did. I blocked him or I muted him. I don't know. Anyways. Dude goes, is that the butthurt Japanese girl you dodged 1 year ago? That girl, I'm pretty sure you're talking about the girl that I went to karaoke with, even though I went to like all karaoke with all of them. Yeah, she blocked me on Instagram like very shortly after that whole fiasco. Reasonably so. I mean, no reason to really keep in touch. I didn't plan on meeting up with her again. But yeah, what's the conversion from yen to American dollars? So basically, I would put it like this. American dollar would be like 1.4 times as powerful. Like 1.4 times as expensive. Something like that. Let's see, like if you're going to buy, I don't know, if you're going to buy 12 eggs in Japan, it'll be like, I don't know, 300 yen maybe, which is like, what, $1.50, $2, something like that. Maybe I just confused you more, but yeah, the yen is pretty weak right now. It's like $1 for, I think like 75 yen, 70 yen, something like that. No. Yeah. No. Yeah, wait. $1. Yeah, that makes sense. $1, 70 yen. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm not good at math, guys. You shouldn't be watching my channel. I'm slow. I'm really slow. You guys are just gonna get dumber from watching my channel. You would think that being in Japan this whole time, like, I would be better at math or something. Like the math expertise would rub off on me just being around all these Asians. Nah, don't work like that. Don't work like that. I just spilled all over myself. This is the first time I see you live, man. Well, thanks for tuning in, bro. Happy to have you here. Jackie boy, what up? How about a workout stream? Home workout. How about a workout stream? It's the dude from Italy. We found him, guys. He found my stream. He's asking me to work out on stream so he can shoot ropes on himself while he watches me lift and do all types of exercising and get all sweaty. I found you. Don't think you're fooling me, buddy. Yes, that's what I meant. Omar Khalid, thanks. You're smarter than me. $1 is 170 yen. That's what I meant. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for correcting me. I told you I'm not very smart. Don't come here for math help. You need to make a Discord server. I have a Discord server. It's $5 to join. Sorry guys. Your boy needs some money to survive out here in Japan. It's $5 to join. You can find it in the description for my YouTube channel, for like all of my videos. It's in the description. You just have to send $5 to the Ko-fi and the link pops up when you send it. But we hang out with the dudes on Discord and shit like that, and we hang out for the people the Discord members that do live in Tokyo. We occasionally go out, so yeah. I have not been to Korea. Thanks for asking. How much money do you need per month? I don't know, man. It's tough to think about. I mean, because then I have to like factor in school, think about my rent, think about all the random stuff that I pay for. I don't know. I mean, it would be nice. I don't know if this is how much money I need to survive, but it would be nice to like make like $1,000. I think I would be like not dying. I would be like comfortable. I would be happy if I was making like $1,000 a month. And I was making like about that much when I was working at this international school. I was working like 20 plus hours a week there. And I had like pretty decent wages. I was making more than $1,000 a month, I think. But yeah, now I'm trying to get there with like the YouTube and the modeling and like just basically me freeballing it. We're not there yet, but hopefully soon. Hopefully soon, guys. Which is, I mean, it's really not that much in the grand scheme of things, especially just like part-time. But yeah, that would be nice. Why'd you quit the international school? It's just like way too far from where I live now. I wanted to start, if I was going to work a part-time job, I wanted to speak Japanese at my part-time job, get more comfortable with the Japanese culture, not just be that foreigner like living in my foreign bubble forever. And yeah, the main thing is like my college schedule, and I moved kind of away. So that's why I quit the international school. White boy models for Japan. Very occasionally. Wouldn't say that I'm a model, but I have done things like that before. Yes. I've modeled for your mother. Ask her to check her DMs. I'm in her DM. I'm in your mother's DMs like Conor McGregor, lifting weights with my schlong. And you can't do a goddamn thing about it. When you went to the amusement park with that girl but had a headache, could you have finished without a headache that night? Actually, like, I don't think I'm making this up. When I had that, like, I don't think that was even a headache. I think that was a for real migraine. It was terrible, and it lasted like 9 days. I told you guys, like, I had blue balls. It was terrible, and then I went into her bathroom. I had no choice. She fell asleep. I went into her bathroom, and I shot one out because I was dying. And that headache, like, it got even worse then. It's like I think my ears like popped. I was like, my ears popped. Oh, it was terrible. But yeah, sometimes, like, very occasionally, I watch that video back too, just to, like, even I can laugh at it now. It was a funny experience. Ah, those were the days. Those were the days. How much do I bench? Not that much. I don't know. I don't like do like heavy lifts or like what like maxes or anything like that, because I don't know, I just feel like it's not worth the injury, and I don't need to do this like cock measuring type thing. But I could take a guess. For like one rep, I would say I could probably bench like 230 pounds, maybe. Not that much. Not that much. I'm not that big, guys. There was a point where I benched like way more than this now, but I've lost a lot of weight. I got skinny. Like with the modeling thing and all of that, I've gotten skinny in Japan. I'm integrating more, being a skinny femboy. Looking fine. Hey, that's my brother Mitchell. What's up, dog? I appreciate you. Are they still shooting corn films across the road from you? It's not even across the road, dude. It's literally on my street here. I don't know actually if they shoot things there. All I know is it's like the headquarter building or something like that. I'm sure I'm doxing myself right now. Like, you don't have to look very hard. It's like one of the biggest corn companies in Japan. And I think it's like a headquarter building. I haven't like done my research. I haven't really looked into it. So I don't know if they actually shoot stuff there, but they're like 4 or 5 floors. And yeah, I mean, it's still there. I walk by it all the time. There's girls and men with like a lot of equipment walking in and out. Yeah. Japan is interesting, brother. When does the humidity simmer down in Japan? I would say by October. Still like halfway through September, it's still kind of bad, but then it starts getting like tapering off toward the end of September, at least Tokyo area. And then by October, it's like pretty all right, pretty nice for October. But it's really bad right now. Like, you walk outside for 5 minutes and you're soaked. You're soaked. You're more soaked than, what's that guy, Mohi? That guy who was blowing up my channel? Than Mohi's mom's box when she watches my videos. That's how soaked you are. Did you pass the N3 yet? I never took the N3 yet. I took the N2 and I passed it a while ago. George, what up? It's my homie George. Brazzers. Brazaz. Brazaz. That's correct. I was in Japan last August. Was really bad. Yeah, I mean, it definitely is super muggy, super soppy and drippy summer in Japan. But honestly, dude, I would take that over cold. I'm from Chicago, and I hate the cold. I hate it. I hate it. I'll deal with a few months of really, really sopping, soaking wet humidity if I don't have to go through like the terrible freezing cold Chicago winter. I don't mind it so much. And I like the summer. I don't mind being soaking wet all the time. Long hair's the vibe. Thank you, guys. I feel like the long hair look kind of helps even out my long head and face. This head, not my other long head. And, you know, before I had like this, what do you call it, undercut, like top thing, and it just made my head look even longer. This head, not my other head. And now I've got like kind of some volume on the sides and stuff, and I feel like this is the vibe a little bit. Do I look like Fabio or something? Maybe. Thanks though. I appreciate the input. Let your hair grow long. I'll do a little bit longer than this, but then I'll probably cut it. Would you consider going to the Middle East to experience the culture, more Asian countries in general? Not to live. I would definitely go there to visit. Like, I would go anywhere to visit. I was just talking about that earlier. I would go anywhere to visit. I love just traveling and seeing things from the outside, but I think I've had my fair share of living in foreign cultures as an outsider, like actually like living there. At this point, I feel like if I'm gonna move anywhere, I'm ready to just move back home and just get back to American life. I don't think I have it in me to integrate into another country and learn all of the country's rules and language ever again. I've had my fair share. Thank you so much, Sarai. I appreciate that you think my hair looks good. I think it looks good as well. And Covert Misnomer's mother also said my hair looks good. He says, "How long have you lived in Japan?" Just over 3 years, brother. Just over 3 years. Feels like an eternity, though. Would you move back to Chicago if you made $200,000 a year? Yeah, yeah. If that was guaranteed, yeah, I would. I don't like Chicago. I hate the cold. I hate how strict it is. I hate that walking around in the city a lot of times in Chicago, it feels like you might just get shot at any moment. I hate that. But $200,000 a year? Hell yeah, I'd do it. Why not? Unless, I mean, there were other options in other cities that were similar. What did you study Japanese for? A Japanese job? No, I studied it because I just, well, I didn't have any necessarily concrete idea of what I was going to study when I eventually probably went back to university. But I thought, like, business is relatively easy to study. It's relatively easy to graduate with some type of degree. Relatively versatile. If you have a business degree, you can go this. I kind of like the idea of like international stuff. Japan's economy is like relatively strong compared to other countries. If I can speak Japanese, especially with like how different the culture is here, and I can like help people from Japan and America kind of work together, that might be pretty cool. So that's kind of why I studied Japanese. Also, I just, at a point, I thought I was going to live here forever. I have a lot of Japanese friends who I had even before I moved here, Japanese friends in the States, Japanese friends here who I had met through random connections. And I wanted to continue to talk to them. And now I'm already in. There's no going back. There's no going back. What up? Jesus Christ is the way, truth, and the life. Wound. Thank you for the donation, brother. Sure. I'm not Christian. I grew up Christian. I was raised Christian. I don't currently, let's say I haven't been called to it, but I respect Christianity. I read the Bible occasionally. I'm currently reading a book on like Christianity. So, hey, maybe someday I'll go back to it. Sure. Shout out to the Christians. What are natural disasters like and how often in Japan? Well, I'm no expert, but as far as I can tell, they occur pretty often here in Japan. Tsunami, tropical storms, earthquakes, earthquake being the worst one. Luckily in Tokyo, earthquakes don't hit that often and that hard. However, once every couple weeks, you could even feel like a small earthquake. I've never actually been through like a scary earthquake where any people were seriously injured. But yeah, I've been through quite a few small earthquakes here in Japan, just where like things are shaking, like cups will be shaking on my counter, or like if this bottle is here, I don't know if you guys can hear this, it'll just be like, you'll just like hear it like wiggling kind of, or you'll hear your door shaking or your windows shaking. I've been through that. That was kind of the scariest thing that happened, but like nobody was actually injured for the ones that I lived through here. And like I said, once every couple weeks, you'll have like a really small one, and you don't even notice it a lot of times. And then your friend's just like, "Ah, jishin da," like it's an earthquake. And then you just notice it, and you're like, "Oh, okay," and then it goes away. That's pretty normal here. What would happen if you defended yourself against your rude boss? Defended myself. Do you mean? I'm assuming you just mean like with words. It just, like, from my experience, it just gets worse in Japan. Like, that's why nobody does anything. That's why nobody speaks up. That's why nobody talks back. Because if you do talk back, it's like, oh, like, you think you can stand up to me? You think you have rights? You think you're anything but a speck on the ground? You think you're anything but a little ant trying to stand up to me. I'm greater than you. I am meue no shito. Meue. I'm above you. And then then they treat you like real shit. That's what I understand. That's what I've kind of seen. So that's why I didn't really do anything. But once I accepted that I was just gonna quit that job anyways, on the last couple of days there, I did talk back a little bit. Like nothing. I mean, my Japanese isn't good enough to really go off on somebody anyways. But I just if he told me hey, you did this wrong, I would just be like, no, 違います, 本当は, I don't know, blah 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 blah. The truth is, I did this or whatever. Anyways. American style. Yeah. What? No, I think American style is just straight up decking someone. Socking them in their kisser. I'm studying business in university. Do you recommend going to Japan? Yeah, to visit? 100%. To live here? I mean, I'd have to know more about your story and why you want to live here. I would say proceed with caution. To visit? Yeah, 100%. Come out here, have fun. Go to a rub and tug, man. Get jerked off, why not? Eat some sushi. Yeah, have a good time. Don't actually go to a rub and tug. Rub and tug, that was a joke. That was a joke. This guy's got a really long username. Are you going for the Sean Bean in Sharp look? Don't know what that is. Sure, though. I'll just say, yeah. I grew up in Japan, but I've lived in the States. Do you find that Japanese people generally don't have real hobbies or dreams compared to people in the U.S.? I wouldn't go that far. I think a lot of my Japanese friends, maybe it's just the bias of the circle that I'm in, but I would say a lot of my Japanese friends have dreams, but they are more modest dreams, which is kind of nice. I have Japanese friends who, their dream is to be a bartender. I want to be a bartender, and eventually I want to open my own bar. And I have Japanese friends who are oh man, my dream is to be the second person under the, whatever it is, shacho, under the owner of the company or whatever, the CEO. But it seems in America, everyone has a very lofty dream. I think that's part of being American, which I think makes America great. And maybe that's part of why America is so successful and such a powerhouse in the world, because we take risks and we just go out and try shit, and we think we can do shit. And obviously that earns us quite the bad reputation at times. A lot of people hate Americans because Americans seem cocky. Americans think they can do anything. But also, I mean, there's good and bad to it. So, yeah, I mean, I would generally agree that Americans have these lofty dreams and they think they can do all these things. And in Japan, people are like, oh no, I want to be more modest. Thank you for watching, Amateur Hobo. Take care, brother. You passed the N2, but you still think your Japanese is not that good. Can you watch an anime and understand most of everything? Yeah, this is I'm gonna drop a red pill on y'all. Hard pill to swallow here. Even if your Japanese is N1, if you pass the N1, your Japanese is not that good in real life. Sorry, guys. If you're gonna live in Japan, be surrounded by Japanese people, work at a Japanese company, and you pass the N1 and you think that makes you similar level to Japanese people, or okay, my Japanese is good enough to where it might be comparable to a Japanese person also applying at the same job. N1 is nowhere near. That's not even 50% to where you need to be. Now, if you want to talk about you compared to other people studying Japanese, okay. Yeah, sure. That's great. I would say that my Japanese is N1 level. I think I could pass the test. I don't know for sure. I think I could pass the N1 test. But yeah, dude, there's a lot more to learn. Believe me, there's a lot more to learn. And by the way, to pass the test, you only need above 50%. You only need 51%, I think. So I think that's what it was. Either way, it's a small, maybe it's 60%, something like that. And for an anime, it depends on the context of the anime. But I would say if there are subtitles on it, yes, I can watch it and pretty much understand most of everything, 80%, 85%. Can do all right. Gonna respond to a few more questions, then I'm gonna dip, guys. So get your questions in while you can before I dip. It's getting late. It's already 11 p.m. here, past my bedtime. Gotta knock out real soon. Nihongo ga jouzu desu ne. Mikey Motions says, "Arigatou gozaimasu." 配信見てくださってありがとうございます。またよろしくお願いします。Is it N1, N2 difficult? Yeah, it depends what you think of difficult. But yeah, I mean, I would say it takes like 2-3 years of serious studying to get to that level. Has it all been worth it so far? Of course, man. Everything that I have done, good, bad, it's all been worth it. I know life is difficult sometimes, but I enjoy the journey. I enjoy the experience that I get. I enjoy everything that I learn out here in Japan. All the difficulties that I go through, all the struggles of leaving my family back in the States, coming back out to Japan, getting shit on by people that don't really want me here in Japan, getting shit on by people in the comments. I know it sounds cliche, but I always am thankful once I get over it that I'm stronger now, that I'm learning things about myself, that I'm learning things about the world. So it is all worth it. Great question. Thank you. Would you recommend working in Japan? No, I would not. I'm just going to say it that simply. All right, guys. I got to dip. Thank you so much for watching. Seriously. So many videos coming out, guys, soon. I really appreciate everyone. Thank you so much. I apologize that I'm not getting back to the comments as much as I used to. Unfortunately, a few bad apples kind of ruined it. I realized, like, it's just not worth responding to people and creating these, like, relationships with people who are going to, like, message me, like, really crappy stuff online all the time. So, I'm sure there are a lot of cool people out there, and I apologize that we don't get to connect as much as we used to, maybe. But regardless, thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks for watching the videos. Take care, and I love y'all. I really do. All right, peace out.